Hello and welcome to this full body yoga routine. This is a beginner-friendly practice for day 18 of the 30 Days of Yoga for Beginners. And today we're doing a little bit of everything to help you build strength, flexibility, and improve your balance. When you're ready, we'll begin in a seated position. Turn to face the front of your mat and straighten your legs. Then rest your hands by your side. If your hands can come flat, then that's fine. If not, just rest your fingertips. And gaze ahead of you and focus on your breath. Taking deep breaths in and out through the nose or mouth. Then tilt your head to the right, so you find a stretch down the left side of the neck. If you'd like to take this a little bit further, you can place the left hand under your bum so that as you sit down on your hand, it pulls the arm down and you may feel a little bit more of a pull down the shoulder and along the arm. Pause here, breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Hold for one more inhale. Exhale and release, bring the head back through neutral. Then tilt your head to the left, so you find a stretch down the right side of the neck. If you'd like to take this a little further, place the right hand under your bum so that you pull the arm down slightly, and you may feel a deeper stretch down the side of your neck. Inhale here. Exhale and bring the head back through neutral. Release the hand if you're sitting on it. Open the eyes if they're closed and bend your knees. Then holding onto the backs of your knees, with your inhale, roll your shoulder back, open your chest, gaze up. As you exhale, round your back, sit back and bring chin to chest. Inhale, opening the chest, draw the chest forward. Exhale, round in the back as you lean back. Keep this going, moving in time with your breath. Maybe starting to pick up the pace now as we generate some more heat in the body. If the tailbone hurts when you do this, it's worth noting that you can sit on a blanket here to cushion your tailbone. Go one more inhale and exhale. Then relax your shoulders, find a neutral spine so you're leaning back and you start to feel your abdominals have to work. Draw the lower belly in and lift the right leg, just keeping the right leg lifted, left foot on the mat for now. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee and place your right hand behind you for support. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, twist and gaze over your right shoulder. Continue to draw in the lower belly, keeping the spine long. Exhale, roll the right shoulder back, gaze to the right side. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale completely out. Then turn to face forward, lower the right foot down and lift yourself up a little bit, just to give the abs a moment to relax. Then we'll set up on the second side. Start by sitting back so you feel that your abs have to work to hold you here. Then we'll lift the left leg. Right hand comes to the outside of the left leg. Left hand comes behind for support. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist, gaze over the left shoulder. Keep the breath steady. Abs are engaged. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale completely out. Then lower the left foot down, turn to face forward, sit back up, take a moment to relax here. Final part of this, bring the hands to the backs of the knees, sit right back till you feel your abs engage, then lift your legs, bringing the lower legs level with the ground. If the balance is feeling good, you're feeling a little more confident here, relax your arms by your side and we pause in boat pose. Continue to draw the lower belly down, relax the shoulders. Letting the heat build, just a few more breaths. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the feet down and swing your legs round to come into tabletop. Padding the knees if they're a little sensitive. And spread your fingers wide, grip the mat with your fingertips and move in a circular motion to warm up the wrists. You could start with small circles and then really start to exaggerate your circles. Leaning as much weight into the wrists as you can to help strengthen them. Go a few times in one direction and then switch directions. Then coming back through center, finding your tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Extend the right leg and lift. And when you're ready, reach the left arm forward and lift. Coming to our tabletop balance. Trying to create a neutral spine here. So if you notice that you're arching, draw the lower ribs toward the hips and that should bring you back into neutral. Focus on pressing through the right hand so you're not sinking into the right shoulder. Inhale here. And then exhale, lower the hand, lower the knee down. Good. Second side, extend and lift the left leg. When you feel steady, extend and lift the right arm. Notice what's going on in the spine. If you're arching, draw the lower ribs toward the hips. Focus on pressing through the left hand and gaze down. Inhale here. As you exhale, lower the hand, lower the knee down. Good work. And extend your right leg. And stack right hip over left. Turn your hips and your chest open. And reach the right arm up toward the sky to come into a modified side plank. Focus on pressing through the left hand so you're not sinking into the ground, but you're pushing away. And it can also help to press into the pinky toe side of the right foot. So the right leg is pushing into the mat. With your next breath in, lift yourself up. So you're just coming to balance on the left knee and the right foot. It can help to turn out the left leg here to create a kickstand and open the arms into a T shape. Rest the right fingertips on your leg. Reach the left arm up and over as you bend to the right. Reach through the left arm, creating length down the whole left side of your body. Pause and hold for a breath in. As you exhale out, windmill the hands back down. So the left hand will come down to the mat, the right arm will reach up to the sky. Turn to face forward and come back to tabletop. Good. Second side, extend the left leg, then turn the hips and the chest open, reach the left arm up for our modified side plank. Right hand is pushing into the floor, left foot is pushing into the floor. Inhale here. At the end of your exhale, lift up. balancing on the right knee and the left foot. If it feels better for you, you can turn out the right leg to create more of a kickstand. Then reaching the arms apart, lower the left fingertips down to your leg, reach the right arm overhead. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Pause for one more breath in, reaching through the right arm, lengthening down the right side of the body. As you exhale, lower the right hand down, reach the left arm up, and come back to tabletop. Good work. Then tucking your toes, lifting your hips, push back to downward dog. And when you arrive here, you could either stay in stillness or start to pedal out the legs, whichever feels best for you. Then looking forward, walk the feet to the top of the mat to come into forward fold. When you find your forward fold, you could bend your knees and then either hold onto the backs of the thighs or the lower legs, whatever is within reach, as you give your legs a little bit of a hug. Relax your chin to your chest. If you like, you could start to straighten the legs here. With your next inhale, round your back and slowly roll up to stand. Then turn to face the side of your mat. Step the feet out wide, about 3 to 4 feet apart. Then turn the toes out at an angle and bend your knees so the knees point in the same direction as the feet, as the hips lower down to come to goddess pose. Hands can rest on thighs, or you could cactus the arms, rolling the shoulders apart to open the chest. Deepen the breath as this pose becomes very intense very quickly. Focus on gripping the mat with your toes, and see if you can sink the hips down a little bit lower. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale, straighten the legs, bring hands to hips, and the feet come back to parallel. Inhale here, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, hinge from your hips and fold forward. As you fold, you may need to find a little bend in the knees, as this can be a lot for the hamstrings. Then bring your fingertips down, either to a set of blocks or to the floor if it's within reach, and walk your hands over to the right side. So you're folding toward your right leg. And start to slow down the breath as we pause here. And walk the hands over to the left foot, taking your block with you, folding over the left leg, pausing here. Bring the hands back through center. Lift your chest halfway and shuffle your feet in a little bit closer. Turn the toes out and bend your knees to sink the hips down, coming into a squat position. And you decide how low you take the hips here. You could come about knee height, or you could sink the hips further down to come into malasana. If you're needing some support here, you could place a block underneath the hips And this can help you to sit your weight back and keep the chest lifted. If the heels are starting to lift, you could place blocks or something similar underneath your heels so that you have a little bit more support here too. An option to keep the hands on the floor or bring hands into prayer. Rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest. Bring the fingertips down and slowly lift your hips, extend your legs, and stand up. Turn to face the top of the mat and find Tadasana, setting the feet hips width, arms by your side, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, lift the arms, lift your gaze. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lift the chest halfway. Exhale to step back to plank. Holding your plank for a breath in. With your exhale, slowly lower down through chaturanga. You could always lower the knees. Come all the way down to your belly and untuck your toes. Relax your arms by your side. And you could start resting the head on the mat as we lift the legs. If you're feeling good, you could lift the head, chest and arms also to come into Shalabhasana, locust pose. If you'd like to experience this but you need a little bit more support, use your fingertips for stabilizers. And as best you can, come back to a deep breath. Inhale here. Exhale to lower down and release. Press yourself up into a kneeling position and then come and lie down on your back. And you'll want to have a block or something to support you. A pillow works just as well within arm's reach. As you lie down, bend your knees and bring your feet close to the backs of your hips so that you can just about reach them with your fingertips. Then press through your heels, engage your glutes, and lift your hips to come into bridge. Holding this bridge for the next few breaths, you could roll the shoulders under the back and clasp the hands together underneath you. Focusing on pressing through the heels, continuing to lift the hips high. Take a hold of your prop, your block or your pillow, and place it underneath your hips. Then lower the hips down so that you're in a bridge, but it's a supported bridge. And hopefully in this position, you can relax a little bit more. Let your support take your weight. Relax your arms by your side and start to slow down your breath. Lift your hips so that you can take your prop away and move it out to the side. Then slowly lower down the back, starting with the upper back, the mid back, the low back, down. Edge your feet wide and knock your knees together to come to constructive rest, either resting hands on belly or arms by your side. You have the option to stay here, or you could extend the legs and find Shavasana, relaxing the arms by your side. If the lower back is feeling a little sensitive, you could place a pillow or maybe a block underneath the back of your knees so that the legs are bent a little bit more, and for some people this makes it more comfortable. Deepen your breath and bring awareness back to your body. Just noticing anything around you. Start to move the fingers and toes, gently waking up the body. Hug your knees into your chest and roll onto your side. And join me back in a seated position when you're ready. And make yourself as comfortable as you can be. If you like, you could sit up on a block or a cushion, as for some people this will be more comfortable. Rest your hands on your knees and close your eyes. And we'll finish with just a minute of meditation. Just focusing back on the breath. Take a deep breath in and feel the lungs expand. And a slow breath out, feeling your chest relax. Follow the breath as it comes in through the nose, expanding the chest. And follow the breath out as the body relaxes. Staying with your inhale and exhale. And if the mind starts to wander, without judgment, just come back to your inhale and exhale. Lower your chin to your chest. And take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. To thank your body for the incredible things it enables you to do. Savoring the practice for these final few moments. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I hope that you enjoyed this practice along with the short meditation, and hopefully it's got you looking forward to doing more extended meditations in the following classes to come. Thank you again, and I'll see you tomorrow.